Greetings, students, and welcome to the Retail Management Certificate Program at Central New Mexico Community College. My name is Lori Gallegos. I'm your Achievement Coach for Competency-Based Education, and I'll be guiding you through this orientation presentation. What is Competency-Based Education, or CBE? Let's start with a definition of competency. A competency is a unit or module of learning within a class that may include readings, video, discussions, and quizzes, by the end of which a student should be able to show mastery of the subject. Competency-based education allows students to work and learn at their own pace, meaning that they can accelerate through the material they already know and spend more time on material they need to learn. Our CBE program is offered online in a self-paced platform called Cognify. The Cognify format is flexible. You can work at your own pace within each course. Courses are offered in blocks. Blocks are 7 weeks long, and you have up to 2 blocks or 14 weeks to complete each course. If you happen to finish a course by the end of the 3rd week of a given block, you have the option of adding another course at that time. You will access the Cognify platform using your MyCNM account login username and password. Here's how to set up your MyCNM account. From the CNM homepage, www.cnm.edu, click on the words MyCNM in the top left-hand corner. Since this is your first time using MyCNM, your password will be your 6-digit date of birth followed by the words @CNM, capital C, capital N, capital M. You may need your username and/or student ID number to log in. Please contact the program manager if you forgot these. You will then be prompted to set up a new password. Once you are completely set up, you will click on the words CNM Learn to access Cognify directly. The following is a detailed explanation of how to log in to Cognify.
Hi, this video will demonstrate navigation from your CNM Learn or Blackboard to your Cognify competencies. First step, make sure that you are in the Chrome browser and go to cnm.edu and you will appear at the home page for CNM. At the top left, you will see a CNM Learn link. Click on that link and use your CNM username and password to log in. You may have a BA class or an accounting or a CIS or an IT 1010. I'm going to use the IT 1010 link right here for this demonstration. You should have a course link that you can click on. All of the courses have a menu to the left. That's your course menu. And you should see learning modules. From the learning modules, there should be a Cognify link. Mine is called Cognify Orientation and Course Competencies. Click on that link and it takes you right to your Cognify account. When you get in there, you will come to this dashboard. It'll be your dashboard. I've got to get into my student, and you'll see a dashboard. Click on competencies at the top middle. This view shows you all the competencies that you have available, You can scroll through them. Once you start scrolling, you can use these arrows back or forward on the left and right. And when you get into a competency, you should see all of the activities that you need to do. I'm going to go back to, let me show you this. There's a menu up here on the left. This menu is great. It checks off everything that I've done. And as you scroll down, you can see all the items that I've done with the green check marks. At the end, you will see the checklist for the final. These are all of the activities that you must complete before you can get access to the final assessment for the competency. And you should see that in all of your competencies. When you first open it, you may see this too. This shows the competency Gives you a little overview. It shows you I see the final assessment because I can. I'm not sure if you see that, but you won't have access to that final assessment until you finish all the activities. And if you click on each one of the objectives, it's another way to go through these. Okay, best of luck. Thank you.
In order to earn your Retail Management Certificate, you will take 8 classes: Business Professionalism, Computer Concepts and Applications, Business English, Principles of Management, Principles of Marketing, Human Resources Management, Introduction to Financial Accounting, and Retail Management. Each of these courses is made up of between 4 and 6 competencies or areas of study. Each competency will have course objectives and activities within them. Here's an example of the first 3 competencies of 6 in BA 1131 Business Professionalism. You'll notice that within each competency is a series of objectives. Keep in mind that within the objectives there will be activities and quizzes to complete. You will receive one of 4 grades in each CBE course: A, B, F, or PR. Grades of C and D are not given in competency-based education because they do not indicate mastery of a subject, which is critical in CBE. An A or B is needed to pass the course. A grade of PR means that your course is still in progress. Again, remember that each competency will include quizzes, discussion boards, and a final assessment. You must pass quizzes and final assessments with an 81% or higher in order to pass. You will get 2 attempts to pass each final assessment. In regards to communication, please remember that you are responsible for keeping up to date on information that we provide to you relating to the program. We will communicate with you in several ways. First, through your CNM email. Please make sure that you check it regularly, as we will not send any correspondence to any other email address. You will also receive announcements and notifications regularly in Cognify. The yellow arrow here indicates where you will see these announcements. I will also be adding you to a texting service called Remind Me. If you don't wish to receive these texts, you can opt out of the program. I will also be holding virtual office hours on a regular basis, which you can join remotely whenever you have questions or concerns. Here are a few reminders. You will need to complete 2 orientations, the one that you're viewing now and another orientation within the Cognify platform itself. Please complete this Cognify orientation within the first 2 weeks of beginning the program. If you do not complete it within the first 2 weeks, you risk being dropped from the program. Each class will be open for 2 7-week blocks, and keep in mind that your employer will only pay for the first 2 attempts or blocks. If you need a 3rd attempt or block, you will be financially responsible at a cost of $275 per course. You'll want to notify me, Lori Gallegos, by week 6 if you need to attempt a 3rd block. We also want to remind you to review your Class Expectations and Policies Agreement, which you completed and signed when you first joined the program. This document contains important information regarding expectations and guidelines for the duration that you're in the program. Here are some important dates for the spring and summer of 2018. You will be beginning your first course, BA 1131 Business Professionalism, on March 12th. This block will end on April 29th. The following block will begin April 30th and run through June 3rd, and so on. Please keep these dates handy for future reference and for planning. Here are some tips to be successful in the Retail Management Certificate program. First, be prepared. Remember that these are college-level classes and they will require significant time and effort on your part. It might be tempting to think that online classes are easier than in-person classes. However, online classes are not easier, just more convenient. One of the most important things that you can do for your success is to manage your time wisely. Please make sure that you schedule specific days and times for logging into Cognify and working in your competencies. Make sure that this schedule is an overall or fits into an overall schedule for work and family time as well. Take notes on what you read in your competencies. This will help you retain information and will also save you time when you're ready to work on your finals so you don't have to go back and look for information. Don't wait until the last minute to complete these competencies. It may be tempting to wait, but procrastinating will be stressful and overwhelming, and it is not a good strategy to think that you can complete all competencies within the last days or weeks of the block. We strongly advise that you work on one competency at a time. Go through the content and complete the final for one competency before moving on to the next. Make sure that you read final assessment instructions carefully. Become familiar with what the final is asking you to do and how it will be graded. And make sure that you ask questions of your instructor if you're not sure of something. And finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are many of us here who are willing to help you with any questions or concerns that you may have. We will be holding 3 question and answer sessions the first week of the program. These are virtual meetings or conference calls that you can join from your laptop or home computer or dial in. This will be your opportunity to ask us questions if you need help navigating in Cognify or if you have any other concerns regarding the program. Keep in mind that all times listed are in Mountain Standard Time and you'll need to adjust the time for wherever you live. Details will be sent to your CNM email regarding the link and the phone number to call in. Reach out to us. If you have any questions, if you're experiencing technical issues, if you're not understanding something or you need clarification, we assure you no question or issue is too big or too small to reach out and ask for help. Here are your contacts. If you have Cognify or other student issues or questions, you'll contact me, Lori Gallegos. If you have questions related to registration or other administrative issues, you'll contact Carla Love, our program manager. And if you have any questions related to your instructor or instructors, you'll want to contact Kaylin Perkle, who is our Associate Dean for the School of Business and Information Technology. That concludes the Retail Management Certificate Program Orientation. We wish you the very best of luck for your success and welcome to CNM.